My sister stole $847,000 using my name. At my dad's funeral, just as the organ started its last mournful notes, Mr. Greenwald, the family lawyer, leaned in and whispered, "I'm confused. Didn't your father already distribute his inheritance to you last summer?" I blinked at him. "What are you talking about?" He pulled out a manila folder with papers already poking out the sides, and I watched as his forehead creased deeper with each flipped page. Behind him, people were lining up to pass by the casket. My sister Jenna froze in mid-conversation with our cousin Molly, her whole body stiffening when she saw me talking to the lawyer. Her face went pale as she slowly walked toward us, her black heels tapping rhythmically on the tile like a metronome counting down. Mr. Greenwald tapped one page in the folder. "This document," he said, adjusting his glasses, "shows your signature authorizing full liquidation of your father's estate, $847,000, distributed over 3 payments to your account between July and December of last year." The signature on the page? It looked exactly like mine. The tight cursive, the long tail on the G's, the crossed T's spaced just like I always did. My stomach dropped. Jenna stepped between us, brushing her hair behind her ear, trying to look calm. "Mr. Greenwald, maybe this isn't the right time. We're all still grieving," she said, her voice just a little too high. She placed her hand on my shoulder in that same, "I've got this," big sister move she'd always done since we were kids, but her hand was shaking. I ignored her and pulled out my phone, opened my banking app, started scrolling, and there they were, 3 deposits I never noticed, each for $282,333.33. How had I missed this? They were mixed in with my paycheck, rent withdrawals, and random Venmo transfers. The reception afterward was a haze of lukewarm lasagna and awkward hugs. I disappeared into Dad's study, heart pounding, combing through every statement, receipt, file folder. Jenna kept hovering, offering food, making small talk I wasn't listening to. Around 8 p.m., after the last of the casseroles had been picked clean and people were heading out, I found Dad's old safe behind the bookshelf, behind his framed diploma from Yale. Jenna claimed she didn't know the code. I didn't believe her. I tried Dad's birthday. No luck. Then Mom's. Click. Inside were dusty folders, medical documents, and one thin envelope with my name on it, handwritten in shaky pen. The letter was dated 2 weeks before his death. "If you're reading this, Jenna told me you needed money for a down payment. She said you were too proud to ask. I hope this helps. I signed the papers, but something didn't sit right. You looked surprised when I mentioned the money last month. I hope I didn't make a mistake." I just sat there for a minute reading it over and over. My throat tightened. He had suspected something. At 9:47 p.m., Jenna came in and saw the letter in my hand. She didn't ask what it was. She just sank into Dad's old leather chair, face in her hands, sobbing, not out of sadness, but out of panic. "I didn't know what else to do," she whispered. "Derek got laid off. The bank was going to take the house. We were drowning." She confessed it all. She forged my signature on the liquidation papers, told Dad I was broke, embarrassed, and too stubborn to ask for help. She convinced him to liquidate the estate and had it routed through an old trust fund account that still had my name on it from when we were teenagers. $847,000. Gone. They'd already spent $340,000. Some on the house, some on Derek's gambling debt, and the rest, God knows. I called the police from Dad's landline at 10:15. She begged me not to. "Please think about my kids," she cried. "They don't deserve to suffer." Detective Rayburn showed up around 10:40, along with 2 officers. He took photos of the documents, copied the bank statements, asked questions Jenna wouldn't answer. She didn't even look at me. She was arrested on the spot for elder abuse, forgery, financial fraud. I pressed charges, every single one. I didn't care about the family fallout anymore. I couldn't. The investigation took months. The estate was frozen, pending forensic accounting. I had to explain the whole mess to my mom's sister, our family friends, the church board that handled Dad's volunteer work. Jenna's face was in the local paper under the words "family betrayal." 6 months later, she took a plea deal, 18 months in prison, full restitution agreement. Her husband Derek vanished 3 weeks after her sentencing. I don't know where he went. Honestly, I don't care. Sometimes I still look at my bank app. The money is technically back in limbo. The state's trying to claw it back through asset recovery. But it's not about the cash anymore. It's the fact that the person I trusted most thought I'd just roll over and forgive. She hasn't called once since the trial.